Hare Krishna Mataji, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, please assemble.
Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guru and Gauranga. Mataji, I have one important question. When I see those little kids who are so enthusiastically listening to your classes, I feel my responding like their mood. So how do we grown-up people like me develop that level of love and faith in Krishna that the kids are seems to exhibit? So please guide me, Hare Krishna.
But that's your humility that you're saying that, Prabhu, because for us, we have experienced you to be the most, forthcoming. And for you to even ask this question in a public forum shows how clean your heart is, how innocent like a child your heart is. This is the proof of that.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice question. Very nice question. You see, one major thing that I can say is that a child's mind is innocent and an adult's mind is judgmental. So when we use our judgment to judge other people and to make conclusions, to use our mind unnecessarily and to, use our thought process, it's not just like a blank slate, so we have many things already written in the script of our mind. But a child's mind, they are actually coming as an open slate. They are always ready to learn. They are wanting to learn. They are very innocent. And Srila Prabhupada, he always said that a devotee, they always have a childlike innocence. They carry childlike innocence. And that is why, why is Srila Prabhupada able to make that connection with everyone, every form of, like starting from little Saraswati to the greatest of scholars. They just loved Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada would call them rascals on their faces and they would laugh. They would laugh. If we go and call rascal to anyone, they'll come and give us a big slap. But Srila Prabhupada did that. Why? Because Prabhupada did that out of love. Innocence as a child. That is the credit. And when we also give up our judgment, our judgmental attitude, then we can continue to cultivate the innocence of a child, which is the one of a very, very important ornament of a Vaishnava, is to carry childlike innocence, to give up the judgmental attitude, is, that shows that we are depending on Guru and Krishna. Because if we have judgmental, then we are like strategizing. Okay, now this, that, okay, this is happening, so I'll have this. It's like you're playing a chess game, It's like that, you're strategizing. But that's not a devotee life. That's not a devotee. A devotee is always dependent on Krishna. Very simple. Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna consciousness is simple for the simple-hearted, the simple-minded, and it is complicated for the ones who are complicated. So it is we who make it complicated. So it is to us how we can keep Krishna consciousness very, very simple by giving up the judgmental attitude.
And other thing is that we can learn from Arjuna how he was. He did not blindly accept what Krishna said. Bhagavad Gita is Arjuna asking so many questions, and some of them are challenging questions. Krishna just said that, take up to Krishna consciousness. And then Arjuna said, yeah, but if I take up then, and if I leave in between, then what will happen? I'll be neither here nor there. I'm following you. He's asking very challenging questions, but not in a challenging mood. He's asking in a very submissive mood to learn. So it is actually good. It is a sign of sincerity that the questions and doubts come in our mind. But we should try to evaluate, is this doubt coming in my mind so that I can learn? Or is this doubt coming in my mind as a challenge? So Arjuna, his doubts were very challenging, but the mood was to learn. So I think the kids are also doing the same thing. The kids, if we see Many of the kids, they're asking wonderful questions. Many of the questions are also very challenging. Sometimes the greatest challenging questions come from the children. And then it's very, and then we have to actually come into the mood of the innocence of a child to explain the answer as well. But even though their question is challenging, their mood is to learn. And if we can inculcate that, we'll be very happy and satisfied in asking these questions as well. Or when these questions come in our mind and to express it, it will be very nectarian and very wonderful. So having questions is not an issue, but we should evaluate our mood as to uh, why this question is coming. Is it to learn, or is it with some other motive? And if it is to learn, then it will be blissful.
Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadeshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Krishna himself has said that you must approach a self-realized soul and render service unto him and ask questions. Ask questions. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena. You ask questions. But in what mood? Sevaya. In the mood of service. In the mood of, gratitude. Not as a challenge.
And all the questions that you and Mataji have been asking have definitely been in that mood. So continue doing that, and I'm sure you'll be. I mean, you are already in that mood, and maybe you are asking it for others,
benefit of others.
but yeah, that's what we can say.
Hope that answers your question, Prabhu.
Yes, very much, Prabhu, Mataji. Especially the word that you use, judgmental. I mean, that seems to be the reason why I don't exhibit that level of, learning thirstiness. So, yeah, I will correct myself. Hare Krishna.